So this is just a clip where I asked initially a question purely about how the science works behind avionics technology that I've been studying with relation to what Ashton Forbes was doing with MH370. At this stage, my question was simply a generic scientific question. I had not mentioned MH370 at all.
Let's say you had a disk, a beam ship, and that thing was 21 foot in diameter. And you put that thing inside of a magnetic field, obviously, because it's, floating in a little magnetic field. And then they turn on the little lights around the outside. You see these things that have little lights around them? Okay, that's the plasma. When the plasma, which is actually created and held inside the magnetic field, is exposed to the silver, a single atomic layer of the silver, that's not very much, will convert into ultraviolet light, which will be completely coherent, meaning the rays will be completely straight and perpendicular to the surface of the silver. Now, if that laser cavity is 21 feet in diameter, imagine how much energy, how much optical energy is actually being emitted. It's gigajoules, okay? And it's like taking a 21-foot diameter fire hose and pointing it at the ground. Like you see those guys when they get the little water jets and they fly around the water in the ocean, they got these pumps and stuff. Same thing. So basically, when you turn this thing on and you activate the plasma and it starts to convert the silver, the actual surface of the device, into this massive laser cavity, the amount of light coming out there will actually push that thing up to the speed of light in 40 minutes. Now this is really important because unlike what they say on TV, there's no such thing as a wormhole. There's no such thing as anything going over the speed of light. Nothing goes over the speed of light. So when you reach the speed of light, what they do, and remember, everything's in a magnetic field, they will take that matter, all that matter, including the people on board, and they will convert that into a sine wave, into one single sine wave signal, like a radio signal. And during that time, when the matter is converted into energy, there's no more E equals mc squared, okay? Because you can't have matter and achieve light speed. So once you hit light speed, your matter has to be converted into energy. And when you do that, there's no time, no space, no distance. And unlike rockets that we fire off the Earth, which actually travel in an elliptical pattern, a beam ship is the only thing that travels in a straight line because technically they use the Akashic records, remember we're talking about the jump chair, to vector, which is travel in a straight line from point A to point B. And when they reach point B, they rematerialize, they convert that sine wave back into energy, and it takes exactly 40 minutes for them to slow down from light speed. And they usually do this in the outer areas of the Earth.
Has this been done by the US military from 2014 when MH370 disappeared?
That was actually similar. Okay, remember when Tesla did that thing with the Philadelphia experiment?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, right. Now, let me explain how that works. That is basically setting up dual dipole field. Okay, so they have three of these things. Okay, and it's the same thing as the jump chair. The jump chair does the same thing. It creates three these dipoles. Okay, which is I'm not an expert in this stuff.
You're spot on because I had the technical drawings in front of me last night, and you're
talking about. Now there's film out there showing that MH plane disappearing, and you'll see there are three orbs that are actually
exactly. That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Yes, and that creates the vortex that the thing goes into, and boom, it's somewhere else. Now, here, let me share something else with you that's really key here. A sine wave has a phase. A phase is from 0 to 1. Okay, it's from the start to the end of the wave. That's phase. When you travel in back and forth in time, what you're doing is phase shifting. So when the thing comes out of light speed, what they'll do is they'll either come out a little bit ahead or a little bit behind phase. So if they want to go back in time, they have to have a negative phase. And if they want to go forward in time, it has to have a positive phase. It's pretty damn simple.